Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over another Neville Goddard lecture. This one's titled Faith. It has a wonderful message and one I'd like to pass along to you guys. So I'll go through, I'll paraphrase the lecture, and we'll talk about it as we go. Now Neville begins the lecture by emphasizing the importance of having faith and explains that faith is the bridge between the unseen and the seen. He says that our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality, and by having faith we can create the reality that we desire. He also mentions that faith is a state of mind that can be developed by practice and repetition. Neville goes on to explain that faith is not the same as belief or hope, for belief is a mental attitude that we hold to be true, while hope is the feeling or desire for something to happen. Faith, on the other hand, is a deep knowing and devotion to something that is already true. He uses Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 to define faith as the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. He says you don't give reality to the unseen. It is loyalty to the unseen reality that gives it objectivity. I absolutely love this part here where he says, we, you, and I are here, born of the grace of God, and yet we dare put a limit on the power of God? Our sin is our doubt in God. In other words, the only reason why we do not walk in faith and fully consciously create our own life circumstances is our unconscious doubt in God, which is our original sin. Neville then gives an example of a person who wants to be healthy, but only believes that they can be healthy in the future. The person does not have faith because they do not truly believe that they are already healthy. Now, I can attest to this. I used to do personal training when I was first out of college, and I would work with some people who, even though they would follow a diet plan and work out with me regularly, their self-concept was entangled with dis-ease, and I could tell that they did not believe themselves to be a healthy person. As a result, their progress was stagnant. Now, if we fail to give reality to what is unseen, then we anchor ourselves to the way that things are and never open up our lives for transformation. Neville then discusses the concept of imagination and its role in the manifestation of our desires. He says that imagination is the key to unlocking our faith because it allows us to create mental images of what we want to manifest. He explains that our imagination is not limited by our physical reality and can be used to create any reality we desire. Neville emphasizes the importance of using our imagination in a positive way and not letting negative thoughts and beliefs cloud our minds. We must be able to see our ideals clearly if we are to bring them forth from the unseen into the seen. Learning how to exercise and use our imagination is also the key to deepening our faith. Further on, Neville talks about the power of gratitude and how it can help strengthen our faith. He says that by being grateful for what we already have, we can attract more of what we desire. He explains that gratitude is not just an attitude, but a state of being that we should cultivate every day. Now consider, how many times have you heard such a statement, that gratitude is a state of being unlike any other? All wise men of the past and so many teachers of the present frequently highlight and emphasize making gratitude a daily practice. Neville then gives practical advice on how to develop faith. He suggests that we start by identifying what we want to manifest and then creating a mental image of it using our imagination. We should then practice feeling as though the desire has already been fulfilled and hold on to that feeling as long as possible. He then says that repetition is key to developing faith, and that we should continue to practice this exercise until we truly believe that our desires have already been manifested. Finally, Neville reminds us that our faith should not be limited by external circumstances. He says that our faith should be so strong that we are not affected by what is happening in the world around us. He encourages us to trust in the power of our imagination and to keep our focus on what we want to manifest, regardless of any challenges that we may face. To walk in faith is to deny the evidence of the senses and walk purely in your own inner conviction. For your ideal is a vision held within your imagination, within your inner thought life. Devotion to your I and inner vision and not to the world of the senses is the key to developing faith in your life. Now, the main point I extracted from this lecture is that faith is an active state. To hold faith, you are consciously creating your life forward towards your ideal, towards your vision of inner truth. So if there are times where doubt, anxiety, stress, and despair enter our lives, take a time out and realize that you must be in a passive state. For those feelings and states to come about, you must be in a passive state of accepting things as they are. To cure these disempowering states, we must hold faith actively and walk in calm, composed knowing towards our higher ideal. Neville was a simple man, yet his lectures are profound. There is so much to learn from this very wise individual, and I'm going to continue to make videos exploring his lectures and his wonderful teachings. I hope you join me on those future videos. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.